on the Mordex. It feels good watching him. We're getting shades of the old Mordex. We're seeing his adaptability in being able to fight fast opponents, slow opponents, and everything in between.
No, it's always fun watching him on the Magyar or the Mirage, but it just doesn't hit the same if it is not that Mordex. And we, of course, going to see him drop in on it here against that Red Raptor of Raydish, that beautiful, beautiful Battle Pass skin.
Whoa! Already taking Sandstorm to the sky very early in the game. Already has him in the orange. It's very close to red. So the vertical juggle game, he's not going to find a connection with that side signature. Sandstorm gets behind it and does find the punish, but he is very much in danger. He has to be careful. We even saw a single exclamation point come out there, and the side air sending off screen. The down air bounce off the wall. Can he secure it? What? There's no way! There's no way!
That was crazy. But you know, this is kind of what we've seen from Sandstorm all day, though. That first game, it's almost like he's just having fun.
Yes. Just
coming out, getting the download. You know, he's had some 3 stocks against him, everything else, but then he makes that adjustment. He sees what he needs to get done. He makes that adaptation and turns the set around. See if he's going to be able to do that against Raydish, because Raydish has been popping off pretty good at this opening stock here. If he can just get a little more bonus damage off of this orb before Sandstorm is able to confirm the stock. Coming off on the right side here, it's a little dangerous for Raydish, digging in deep with that dare. No such luck. Raydish going to find a couple recoveries to get back up on stage. We're going to drop back into neutral.
Sandstorm floating in the air, goes for the desync way down on the stage while Raydish was above him. He was able to fall down and get the punish onto Sandstorm, adding insult to injury here, getting a little bit of that bonus damage. Of course, the GC side signature to get over. Sandstorm is ready. There's the weapon toss. Again, the GC side signature, and he's able to still touch the wall. It's a minute and a half into this game, over that now, and he still hasn't found the KO until just now. 136 into this game, and he's still halfway through second stock. Very much in the orange. Raydish floating above, doesn't have any soft platforms to go to, but picks up the boots very easily.
It just shows the play style of Raydish. He is so good at making you miss.
Yeah.
He is so good at controlling that tempo, so good at making you miss, exploiting those punishes, and there we see confirming that stock against Sandstorm, sending him on his game of stock as Raydish is looking pretty comfortable on that second one still. His Sandstorm working, trying to get someone on attacks here, picking up that side, but Raydish is right there with that orb in his face, backing up from the edge guard, letting Sandstorm come right back up on stage and put some damage on him.
Here on Small Worlds, and there's not a lot of room on that main platform. Raydish now choosing to be very floaty. Now Sandstorm is the one choosing to be very floaty. You do not have a lot of places to go here. The lateral game left and right. Oh, just outrunning the icicles there that were trying to tickle his feet and turn him into frostbitten feet. Wasn't able to punish off of that, because that can be very difficult to punish if you're stuck on the ground and just running in after the active frames. We saw the attempt at the big foot from the bird to come out. Bonk on the head. Recovery comes out, and there's the closer from Sandstorm.
Very nice confirmation on that stock. And might actually bring this one back here in game number 1. He's looking very good on that scythe. As you mentioned, Raydish trying to keep those toes from keeping those toes warm. And Sandstorm throwing down those ice attacks from a Sandstorm before it catching the landing, throwing him back up off the right side of the stage. Another catch. Sandstorm is cooking over here.
What is Raydish going to look for as the KO? Like, we saw the neutral signature come out. We didn't really see any like D-Light Sair options coming out from the boots. We did see some fishing for the recovery, just raw, no setup into it, anything like that. Raydish still, Sandstorm, something that he's been doing today that I love so much is the weapon starving game, but Raydish is finally able to grab it, and that's going to be it right there. The setup, that was Raydish's combo 2-drop, of course, the true combo of side light into side air on the orb, and even the signature flourish at the end. There's no way, dude, there's no way!
that personally hurts my feelings.
It's so weird. Like, it hurts me too, and I don't want that signature to be good. I have no dog in this fight.
No, that is painful for me to watch. Raydish able to get it done, that bread and butter side light Sair in that beautiful slow motion. And we're gonna go into game number 2, a nothing swapping, same map, same legend, same everything. Sandstorm gonna be able to tie this up, Sparky.
Starting off here, first weapon easily gonna go to Raydish. The Sandstorm actually backed up a little bit, kind of letting Raydish have it. He knew another one would be coming in. He wasn't too worried about it, didn't want to rush and tunnel vision towards it. Juggle game coming out a little bit from Raydish. She's not able to punish that landing with the neutral light. Again, Sandstorm giving him plenty of room here. The weapon tosses from Sandstorm, he's been incorporating them a lot into his gameplay today. It doesn't seem like he's necessarily 100% focused on just like sticking to the site or just sticking to the gauntlets. The weapon spawns have been coming in similar ways to how Sandstorm was playing against Guichibu earlier. We know Raydish wants the orb. So if a weapon spawn comes in and Raydish has the orb, he's probably not going to do very much. He's just going to hold on to the orb that he has unless there's a lot of room for him to play with and set up the next orb. Damage coming out. That's going to be the stock. Turning it around with the active input, and Sandstorm in a great spot here. Much quicker first stock.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just a whole different first stock period in terms of last game. A 50-second confirmation on that Sandstorm.
No way.
Taking him all the way to the left. Could not confirm it, but wow, did he not wake Raydish up there.
If he started that like 30 to 40 damage later in Raydish's stock, I'm pretty sure he was done. And that's not the first time he's done that today.
He was looking fantastic here against this Red Raptor. If he can get up out of that edge guard, Raydish send him off to the left side. Ooh, the wrong way off that dare, going to give Sandstorm the opportunity to come back up a stage and work an edge guard of his own, going down with the ground pound, completely whiffing, dodging, or staying out of the way of the dare, rather.
I wonder if that ground pound was like a bait. Because it was like the instant release, and he really was not that close to Raydish, like maybe baiting out the like panic dodge, or maybe the attempt at a punish, and Sandstorm would have plenty of time to counter punish what was coming in from Raydish. There's the side air. Again, he doesn't use the active input to like follow Sandstorm in that same direction. He wants the greater force stump with the attempt for the KO. Now a 2-stock lead here for Sandstorm, just under 2 minutes into this game. He has weapon advantage as well. Spawn comes in. Raydish is able to grab that one. Sandstorm's not going to try and strip the field no matter what, because Raydish still had iframe, so it's very dangerous, and Sandstorm would definitely risk being disarmed himself.
He's got to be feeling good right now, though. I mean, completely healthy on the second stock, looking really good to tie this up into a game number 3. I mean, it really has just been almost his game plan. Like, he just is not trying to win game number 1s. It's just getting the knowledge, not trying to, you know, outwork himself, and just taking it slow and easy and getting these dubs. And it's worked out for him so far, staying on winner's side thus far. Nice dare. Ooh, miss him with the nair, but gonna bounce him off the stage on his way back. Weapon throw gonna hold the direction that Raydish is allowed to escape.
He picks it back up. No, but exactly what you were saying earlier is like that's what me and PJ determined earlier is you throw game 1.
Yes.
And then you win the set. Somehow, that's the way it has been going today, and that's a 2-stock there for Sandstorm, very confidently defeating Raydish.
Yeah, very decisive indeed. And of course, these guys don't have to think about anything. As we look at these replays, just rest assured that they are already locked in and going to map selection. Raydish come back up on stage.
Same spot probably, right? Maybe an APOC. We do love APOC. No, it's still same place. We're going to be stuck here on Small Worlds, and probably for the whole set, I would imagine.
I mean, they both seem pretty comfortable on it.
I think something drastic would have to change. Like, you would probably need, like, a legend swap, and I don't think we're going to see that. Definitely not from Raydish, and most likely not from Sandstorm.
No, definitely not from Raydish. At this point. I mean, the Red Raptor's just working too well for him at this point, though. Honestly, Sandstorm coming up in the air. Oh, could not.
He's trying to I love that's my goat right there. I love this.
I mean, it's good fundamental Brawlhalla we don't see very often anymore. Nobody.
It seems like people just aren't doing it anymore.
I mean, we were actually sitting in the lounge and PJ mentioned, he's like, why don't people like push the weapon starve? I mean, it really does break that advantage for you. And speaking of advantage, Sandstorm absolutely attacking at will off stage right now. Raydish thought he was landing, but he was absolutely wrong. Not a whole lot coming out of that neutral light, but Sandstorm has the gauntlets on his fist, looking for it here. No, Dare gonna slap him in the face, taking Raydish off stage, looking for an option just to catch the weapon throw. That'll work.
Good weapon toss there, was rolling, really bouncing right along the ground. Made contact with Sandstorm. He's trying to get behind Raydish so he can send him over to the edge with a side air. Falling side air. There's the down air. Was probably too stacked to find the side air in that moment. That's why he went for the downer. Maybe he was looking for a pickup off the bounce. That was a bold choice. Yes, you still end in the air when you're the Mordex player there, but Orb has so many options that will pick you up out of that. I don't know if that was a bait, and he expected Raydish to back up. He still does ultimately find the first stock here. Completely throwing all the weapons away. He needs to be careful on this yet because he doesn't have iframes there. He thought the spawn was going to come in a lot earlier than it did, kind of like that one just did. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get it, but like that stock was basically over. Really was hoping for like the smallest amount of extra credit. You could get 1 or 2 bonus points. Nothing that's really going to change your letter grade.
Sandstorm here on the ground, letting Raydish drop in behind him with that neutral light. Raydish backing up. He's trying to stay in center stage. You know, Sandstorm is trying to throw him off stage and work that advantage. Oh, nice catch. Oh, okay. Raydish absolutely getting those pieces in onto the orb now. 3-piece coming across stage, just chasing
nice
Sandstorm down. The aggressiveness is working right now. With the Sair, going to send Sandstorm back over.
A lot of unanswered damage here. That side air now putting Sandstorm very much into the red. Almost gets the dare over the corner, but it was just above it in case Sandstorm wanted to sneak over at the final moment. Weapon spawn picked up by Sandstorm. There's the side air. This one's sending off screen. One more of those, even without the side light set up, probably will do it. Unless it's from a bad spot on the map for him. He's really trying to hold that center stage here, backing up just a little bit, but not really towards the edge unless he's forced over by Sandstorm. Juggle coming out. The side air, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I misled you, chatters. Certainly one more will do it here, even without the side light setup. There is the D-Light into the recovery from Sandstorm, still maintaining this small lead.
Very interesting. Raydish, though, when he cranked up that aggressiveness, Sandstorm did not know how to take that and was getting absolute unanswered damage. Here we go, boots on the feet. Weapon throw coming out. Made Sandstorm go way low to stay out of the way of that weapon throw. Coming back up on stage unarmed. Okay.
I can't believe he didn't pick up the weapon spawn as he passed it. Was it maybe not active? It starts to, I feel like it was active. Whatever. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. It's fine.
He has the GOAT pass, all right? Anyone else, I might criticize him for that, but not him.
Raydish is actually playing really impressively in this game number 3. If you can just get the stock off of Sandstorm, put him in a much better position. Sandstorm doing a fantastic job staying out of the way of that dare. Coming up in the air, working him unarmed, big ground pound, stopping it just in time, but Raydish gonna go ahead and get that punish off of it, and that puts Sandstorm on his final stock, but Raydish is absolutely bruised on this final one, bro.
It took a lot of damage for him to find that one, which meant a lot of damage was added up on him in the meantime. The fact that it was a side air on the boots that bounced off of the wall and into the blast zone, not a good sign, especially when he's very much in the red at this moment. There's the D-Light into the side air. No weapon toss. Okay, it was a delayed weapon toss. Wanted to see exactly where he was, the unarmed recovery. He is going to get back to the main platform.
What?
Okay. Sandstorm looking to close this one out. Is he going to throw a side sig over the corner? Oh, that was a deep downlight. That went very deep into the push-off column, ending it with a side light, sending to the blast zone. Sandstorm now up 2-1.
That got real. I got a little nervous for Sandstorm at the end of that. You do not want to give Raydish any room to breathe when it comes to him having the orb in his hand, and he was starting to get some good swings in and racking up some damage, but Sandstorm able to go ahead, find that knockout. We're going to see it right here. Beautiful dodge through, get behind him, send him off to the side with the side light, and that is going to send him up a 2-1 going into game number 4, like Sparky said. And like we've been saying this whole set, it is going to be the same old, same skin, same map, same everything. Can Sandstorm take it right here?
I'm thinking he can. Going into this weekend, I was like, nah, Raydish is probably the man here. He's been doing it. But if we look at their trajectories into this, it's actually inverted. The first tournament of the year, Trial Ymir, was won by Raydish, and then he got 2nd and 5th, right? So a downward trajectory, even though he's would have got a lot of damage here. And meanwhile, on the other side, Sandstorm was the opposite. Trial Ymir, he went 4th, and then in Frigg, he got 1st. So we have one essentially going up, the other one essentially going down, and here they are meeting at the very end to see who will make it into the grand finals in this game 4. It's starting off here like it's going to be a massive Raydish lead. Not even into the orange yet. Sandstorm spawning back in. He did do an unarmed attack that ended his iframes before he picked up the weapon, but he's still able to grab it.
Raydish absolutely picking away at Sandstorm with this orb right now and just getting his 1-2s in. Just good fundamental, racking up that damage, trying to coax Sandstorm into that knockout range so he can find a good sideline.
So scary. Oh, that KO! No way!
Are you kidding me?
That wasn't even like the tip of the beak. That's just a bird neck. How powerful is that bird's neck? That just KO'd Sandstorm and seemingly in orange. We're going to need to see the replay. That's so we can see exactly how damaged he was. We have a 2-stock lead for Raydish.
That was wild. Playing out of his mind. I could see him starting to heat up in last game, Sparky. I knew it was going to happen. Looking so nice against this Mordex from Sandstorm. Boots on his feet now. Needs to rack up a little more damage. He almost had Sandstorm in a knockout range, bro. Can he 3-stock the GOAT right now?
No shot.
No shot? No shot? No shot? What? Can he 3-stock the GOAT, Sparky?
All right, dude. All right. It's whatever. It's game 4. It's just game 4. Whatever, dude. It's just game 4.
That was hype.
That was.
That was a good game.
Bottom side of that. Okay, he's red. All right, okay. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. It felt super early, though. I mean, it was definitely, it was early in terms of time, right? Like, it was very, very quick that the damage build happened and then the closer. We didn't expect the stock to be taken away that quickly.
It's a very confident neutral sig for sure. And here, somehow, some way, we find ourselves in game number 5 in our winners finals, and they are actually putting on a pretty dang good show for us, Sparky.
I'm looking at the damage numbers that Sandstorm did last game, 171.
That's all it took?
That is rough, dude. He only did 171 damage. He didn't even do triple digits on anything.
No.
64 on Scythe, 41 on Gauntlet, 66 on Arm.
That is absolutely brutal. And what else is brutal is the start of this game from Raydish so far. It is kind of, it looked like he was getting some good licks in, but Sandstorm taking him off stage has a slight advantage. Reach up in the air with the neutral sig, no good, big whiff. Ooh, reaching
nice
over, nice punish from Sandstorm and not letting Raydish get anything off of that opener.
The down air also got the disarm. He's able to get back. No weapon starving here. He really wanted to put the corner pressure out and not let Raydish back just as easily. Going high, the weapon toss down. Spot dodge from Sandstorm. Raydish floating high. Still able to get the weapon. Side air's the wrong direction. It gets caught by a side air from Sandstorm.
Sandstorm needs this knockout right here so bad. There it is. Easy Sair, easy life. Gonna go ahead and take that stock. Raydish gonna drop back in. Got the weapon. Oh, got the weapon drop really easily. Sandstorm not able to keep him off of it. That dare is going to send Raydish off his feet and back off the stage, though. Exclamation points coming out. Raydish, though, going to be safely playing his feet back on stage, catching a big recovery against Sandstorm. Oh, that is not going to be enough to knock out Boots. Sometimes struggle, but that ground pound will get it done 7 days a week, Sparky.
I'm surprised Sandstorm didn't see that coming. Like, I saw it coming. I wouldn't have been able to react to it in time, but, like, the brain saw it coming. The problem is things slow down between brain and hand when we're talking about me here. I thought Sandstorm would have tossed the weapon out in time, but I guess Raydish was just too quick with it.
Sandstorm trying to put down a good edge guard here. And absolutely to perfection, looking for the option. Absolute optimization off of that exchange right there. And Sandstorm is cruising his way into a W in winners finals.
Almost a full stock lead up on this one if he gets just the smallest amount of damage on Raydish, and I think he's already got a full stock lead officially here. He's down here to get back on the stage. The juggle game that Raydish was looking for, hoping for the equalizer there, maybe an early KO like we've seen before. He stays high and goes with the gravity cancel rather than down airing low, which is where Sandstorm ended up.
Absolutely, Sandstorm getting the worst of these boots right now as he's trying to fish out some damage. There we go, nice dare. Nothing followed up off of that. Raydish is so good at getting out of the way. Ooh, that little pause, that little hesitation racked up 2 more connections for Raydish right there off of that interaction. Dancing his way here through center stage. Sandstorm's being very, very patient now, looking for the perfect opportunity. Oh, that weapon throw, that egg drop came down when it hit him. There is Sandstorm. Gonna go ahead and clean that up with a very decisive 2-stock victory over Raydish. But Raydish is gonna be going down to that elimination side, and we're gonna see if he's gonna be able to earn his way back up here in just a little bit as we take a look at these replays.
Let's see where he got this KO. This is like the beginning stages. I think that side air officially turned him red at 150 plus damage. So that was a very beautiful KO in terms of efficiency. That was tough, though. I really did not think it was going to go to a Game 5. Definitely the way we saw Sandstorm play Game 2. Like, going into it, I was like, obviously, I put